The cherry blossoms down at the tidal basin have reached peak bloom, and for one Northern Virginia mom, it comes with a special meaning after seeing the iconic cherry blossoms firsthand in Japan as she ran the Tokyo Marathon. But getting there was no walk in the park. News 4's Erica Gonzalez explains how a heart condition propelled her to the finish line of a unique community.
I became a runner before I knew that I was a runner, really. I just sort of put on shoes and headed out the front door when I was a teenager. And it felt just like the best way to cope with all of the, anxieties in the world.
Maddy Campbell is a marathoner. 5 years ago, a routine doctor's appointment for her daughter uncovered something that would nearly stop her in her tracks. Both she and her daughter would be diagnosed with a genetic heart disorder known as long QT syndrome.
Once we learned that she had long QT, we tested the whole family. And I myself had some of the symptoms. Sometimes you can feel it, sometimes you can't. What's happening in the heart is that the electrical signal is misfiring.
So with long QT, your heart could quite literally skip a beat and send you into cardiac arrest.
That's right. That's exactly right.
The mother-daughter duo began treatment, and for Maddy, that included a pacemaker.
I'm able to kind of balance the risks and one of the great joys of my life.
And with her doctor's blessing, she was off to the races. Maddy ran the Chicago Marathon last fall and then set her sights on running another, this time around the world, the Tokyo Marathon. And she wouldn't do it alone. Abbott, the company that makes her pacemaker and millions of others, built a network of support comprised of people just like Maddy.
Training for a spring marathon is hard with winter, especially the winter we've had. And getting that motivation to go outside when there's snow on the ground and it's 20 degrees. Having that community, Team Abbott, was it was like a big group accountability partner. Like, okay, there are a lot of people doing this and we can do it together.
Maddy made it to Tokyo earlier this month and successfully ran her 26.2 miles along the cherry blossoms.
Race day was this idyllic, 70-degree sunny day, and we went through the streets of Tokyo where there are cherry blossom lined avenues and amazing buildings and just beautiful crowds everywhere cheering us on.
Among the crowds, her daughter and another person familiar with heart disorders, professional football player and member of Team Abbott, Damar Hamlin, the Buffalo Bills player, who had to be revived after his heart stopped in the middle of a game in January of 2023.
Because it actually was more profound than I expected. I work in foreign affairs and often feel that the world is really small, and that anything that happens on the other side of the world can affect us here.
Do you think that you will see the cherry blossoms this season and look at them perhaps a little bit more differently now that you've gained this perspective?
I think so. I definitely walk around DC and marvel at how global our city is all the time and how international. But seeing the cherry blossoms, it will definitely remind me that we are quite literally connected in what's growing here.
Erica Gonzalez, News 4.